Hey, life is good. Do what you like what you do. I love this mug. Got it from my sister. And I like this brand anyway. I like the Life is Good brand because to me, it speaks to positive things and positive things that we want to have happen in our life. Now, calling this one, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, by the way. What's she up to now? Today, I'm calling this one Just Do It. I'm saying just do it because I'm encouraging you and myself to take action. Just do it, go for it, take imperfect action. And why I'm thinking about this is because I announced about a week ago that on February 3rd, which is tomorrow, I would be doing a live, I said 10-day, and it's really going to be a 5-day challenge with 5 days worth of bonuses, and I'm going to make an offer at the end of it. Now, I spent more time thinking about the offer this week than I did planning out the challenge. Now why? Because I've done this challenge before. It's a challenge that teaches people how to do their own challenges, how to handle challenges, how to handle problems and overcome obstacles, and then help other people do that as well to get them a result, to attract them to you. It's one of the most powerful things you can possibly do, and it's a great way to attract people into your world by giving them value first, helping them get a result, and then encouraging them to continue to move forward with you if it's right for them. So it's a really soft way of adding value first and presenting what it is that you have to offer and how you can help people in a way that demonstrates to them that you can do it right up front. Lots of people do this. I learned it, I don't even know where I learned it, but I've seen Russell Brunson perfect it. And all of the people that he's taught have gone out and made millions and millions and hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. I believe we're there to the billions of dollars now, using this strategy where you serve people first, give value, and then, of course, when you give people value and help them get results, they want to continue with you if they're the right people to be working with you. Each of us attract people that are right for us to work with. There's a lot of people on the planet, right? And the vast majority of them we shouldn't be involved with, we shouldn't be in relationships with, which business is a relationship, or we shouldn't be connected to or working with. But we only need the few that are the ones that we're here to serve to be attracted to us, to find us, to reach them in ways that they understand that, yeah, oh yeah, you are the person I want to work with. So I spent more time working on what do I want that offer to look like than I did the actual challenge itself. No, it's because I've done decades and decades worth of these challenges. I started out doing them in my personal life, in the offline world, just in journals and journaling. And then I moved to, I had a blog, and I don't know, when did blogs come into being? I had a blog, just a personal blog. And I believe that those challenges are actually still up on that blog. I'd have to go look. Maybe I'll go look today. I don't know if I will or not, but I think that those challenges are still up there. I did stress challenges and things like that because I was working in my own business and I had some unbelievable situations come up. There was even one when I couldn't document the stress challenge because it was so freaking ridiculous that I was going through the process and doing it on myself, but I wasn't documenting it because it was too stressful to even document. So I've been doing lots and lots of challenges. So how I do them, what I do, it's been the same for decades, and now I'm just sharing it with other people. But as far as promoting and getting it out there and having the graphics and the logos and the colors and the fluffy things and sharing it with a bunch of people in all my groups, have I done that? No, I haven't. And I'm making excuses now because I haven't done it. Number one, I gave myself too short a period of time to do that. Number two, I resist that like the plague. It's one of my major weaknesses. I resist being what I think is salesy, which is such a crazy false belief, because I do have incredible value I can offer people, and I feel like I shouldn't, but I should. It's, everybody gets that beliefs hitting themselves against each other, and we need to overcome them. So I avoid it by not getting all the little pieces in place. But I still, even though I don't get all the little pieces in place, I make myself do what I said I'm going to do. I always commit to it. So I committed to February 3rd. I was going to do this challenge. February 3rd, I'm going to do this challenge. Now, I would suspect that you will see me do the same exact challenge with all the components and pieces in place, the graphics and the headers and the social media and the sharing and communication in the group and everything in the first week of March, maybe. I think I will make it a shorter period of time and actually launch it in March instead of trying to hurry up and do it in February. So normally I would wait longer before I would launch it again, but this is kind of like my trial test run to get the main working components right in it. Make sure I've got the right pillars, the right stories, the right information, the right pieces, get a nice workbook together. And since I do things live and I'm visually challenged, I don't have a nice graphic written workbook for the challenge starting tomorrow. I will have it for the challenge in March, but I don't have it for now, because how I've always gotten around the workbook and my visual challenges is by giving people action items at the end of each lesson. The end of each day, you got an action item. You go out, you do this action item. And for the people that are more visual learners, I want to put together and get that in a document, a PDF, so that they can download it and have it and work on it. I quit printing things out a couple of years ago when I couldn't read them anymore. I used to be the queen of printing everything, and I just stopped doing it. I couldn't read them, so what was the point of printing all the documents out and just having piles and reams of paper and things and workbooks and things? So I need to find and get that done. I'll totally get that done, but in order to do that and decide, okay, you know, most people do a workbook and they say the things they're going to talk about. What are the key points? They have fill in the blanks and things. Well, since I do each of my lives every day, I want to say off the cuff, but it's more in my brain than off the cuff. But I just pick a topic and start talking about it. I don't have a prefab script or worksheet that I use, which I'm sure a lot of people would say that's a mistake. You should have this script, you should have this worksheet, you should have all the sales points and things in it. And I'm like, yep, if that works for you and that's how you want to run your business and it makes you more comfortable to do. And I will say, back in the days of doing real estate, when we first started doing real estate, we did create our own scripts and we didn't read them verbatim, but it gave us bullet points and guidelines to go off of when we were talking to people, until we'd done so many of them that we just always, you know, it was just second nature. You knew what to say, you knew what questions to ask, you knew how you could help people or not. And since I'm dealing with people in all different walks of life, all different industries, all different stages of their business development, and all different challenges that they're facing, it's pretty hard to make a overall script for that right now. Now, I would think in the next 3 months, that'll be a no-brainer, and I'll have a script, and I've got an idea of somebody I want to help me do scripts so that you can just plug in and it'll pop out the scripts that you can use for your challenges. But I want to do this one without that, and then I want to put that workbook together. So when I say just do it, once I commit to something, I just do it, whether all of the pieces that I should have in place are there or not. I've been doing a podcast for over 2 years. I think it's over 2 years now. I know I've got thousands of episodes, and I still don't have an intro. I still don't have an outro. I don't have music. I don't have a call to action like as an outro on that. I haven't done it yet. I've done thousands of episodes. I had, I think, 57,000 downloads. So everybody, each of us, have to do things that not only work out in the world, but that work for us. If we are doing something that doesn't feel right or doesn't work for us, then it's not the right thing. So just do it. Better to take action and then course correct along the way than to never start, to never take action. I'm as bad as anyone else. I'm probably worse when it comes to procrastination in certain areas and aspects of my life. It took me months and months before I made a video, before I would do a live video. It was at least probably 8 months before, after being told repeatedly, hey, you need to do videos. You need videos are the way to go. Number one, it's faster, easier, direct communication. And then to go live, that was another, it was, but it wasn't. I just cheated and I did my live videos on my obscure pages where no one would ever see me. And so that's how I went live, because actually recording in live is so much easier and faster and more forgiving than not recording live. So that was one of my personal tricks to get over my fear of making video. Number one, I don't know how to edit video. I don't know how to do all those things, which is why I don't have an intro or an outro, right? One of these days it's going to become important important. I'm talking to a branding expert, and I know she's going to tell me, hey, you need to get consistent. You need to pick your brand. You need to pick your thing, and you need to, pick your colors, pick your logo, and start being consistent. Now, I've known that my whole life, right? But being a serial entrepreneur, we have a really hard time when we come online picking one thing, one area to start in and do. We forget that we didn't start with 12 businesses. We started with one. I didn't start with a bunch of businesses. I started with one business. I started with one job, right? I only ever had one job. Well, that's not true. Sometimes I worked a couple jobs, but for the most part in my life, I only ever had one job at a time, and I started out with one business at a time and then added them on. So I don't know why I would think that the online world should be any different than that. But for some reason, I deluded myself into thinking that for like 735 days now, right? Even though I've known better. So today, just do it. Commit to yourself that you're going to commit to something, and then just pick something and do it. Take an action today. Take an action today toward what it is that you want. Talking about idioms today on my live video and on Supersize Your Business, and asking people and asking you as well, what is your favorite idiom? What is your favorite saying that the individual words don't necessarily mean what the words together mean? Reminds me of synergy, right? The results of the whole team or group together is greater than the sum of the parts. So thinking about that, working on that today, working on the Live Thrive Challenge, and I'll get done what I can get done today, but I'm still going to do it tomorrow. And I'm thinking right now 12 o'clock Eastern, noon Eastern, because that's 11 o'clock my time, so I can hop on at 11 while my granddaughter's at school, and I can get the video done. What does that mean? That means my video has to be less than an hour. And when I do challenges, my challenges usually are a 10-minute video or less. I go for that. So to me, this is a little bit of a different structure and a different way of doing things. So we'll see how long and how much I actually teach and go into each of the different pieces that I'm going to teach, which today I need to come up with what are the segments called? What's the cool, sexy headline? What is the interesting, curiosity-based headline for each of the days? I need to do that today. And I've been actually I'm going to say half-ass thinking about it from on a subconscious level for the last couple of days, because I know what the days are. I just don't know how I want to describe them that will get people attracted to saying, hey, yeah, I'll take, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going an hour a day. I don't think that people need to spend their whole lunch hour listening to me pontificate about stuff, which really is almost always at least a 50% disguised sales pitch. I'm throwing out the whole sales pitch part, and there's so much redundancy, and I understand people need to hear things over and over again, but the other people that I've seen and watched and do these, it's like 20% content and what they're trying to teach you, and then it's repeating what's coming up and what the schedule's going to look like for the week, and then they go into what they're going to offer later on, a little sneak peek and future pacing and things. I know that works, but I don't think you need to take an hour to do that every day. And if you do, are you really honoring people? And I think a lot of people tune out after you go through the content piece. So I say, I'm doing the content piece this time through, and the other parts may or may not make it into the mix. Probably saying they probably won't. Will I do a little bit of that? Probably not. I'll probably just say, hey, this is what we're doing tomorrow. Because on my header, if I get my header Facebook, or I'm going to do Facebook group, I'm teetering with the idea. I want to be able to do this on LinkedIn. I've never done it on LinkedIn, but I think I'll wait till March for the LinkedIn one, and I'll just do the Facebook one this time. So I'll do Facebook. Thrive Challenge page. I'm going to do it on my Thrive Challenge page, in my Thrive Challenge group maybe. So if you're interested, hit me up in the comments below, and I will send you the exact page and link that we're going to do it on. But let's plan on noon Eastern, which is 11 Central, and you have to do the rest of the time zones yourself. Those are the only two I'm very good at. Those are the only two I don't mess up repeatedly. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got today. I'm going to go get to work on that and processing my videos and doing what I do because it's a great day in the state of Wisconsin and Pajama Grandma's got stuff to do. So if I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow to give you an update on what I'm doing as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. And hopefully you don't make the silly mistakes that I've made and you're not talking to people 700 and some days into your journey. All right, have a great day. Bye.